Wednesday. What's up? It's Wednesday. Today we're going to do a little trial run on this Aldi Farmhouse 4-quart braisers. People went crazy over these braisers last Wednesday. They had two different colors. I managed to get a blue. I'm going to tell you about that. Today we're going to use this braiser and we're going to make a braised chicken with onion gravy and mashed potatoes to try this baby out. Does Aldi have what it takes in the enameled cast iron game, right? Welcome to the Amy Learns to Cook kitchen. So this is a Le Creuset braiser. This is their 3-quart version. So this is a dupe, right? So this says 4-quart. And I've always had a few times where I've used a braiser and it was a little, I don't want to scratch this thing. It was a little small. So Aldi periodically comes out with enameled cast iron and the prices are amazing. This one was $19.95. $19.95 for a braiser. So it came out in like a flower pattern with flowers here. It was like a cream color. And one of the things I think they're kind of duping Lola over here, Le Creuset, is because they came out with a version, I think, with flowers on it. So did Aldi. I tried to get the one with the flowers on it from 2 different stores, and they didn't have it here locally. They did not have it, so I got the blue. I did a delivery order, and it was canceled. That item was canceled, and so I did a pickup order, and the flower was canceled off of there. So here it is. One thing I can tell you is the base of it here is narrower than it is here. So it's a little deeper, more like a quasi soup pot. Then this has shallower sides. This has the enameled interior that's black. It is enameled. It's not raw cast iron. It's just painted black instead of the light colored.
So are they duping stock?
Who are they duping? Who's duping who, right?
They would never do that.
So we have a silver knob. So this is our braiser. We're gonna have to do the chicken in 2 batches. So we are gonna be making a braised chicken with an onion gravy and some mashed potatoes. Obviously, those are gonna be in a separate pot, just to try this baby out. So this is a quasi What's Up Wednesday, and it's a quasi Aldi chef because everything we're using is from Aldi. The pan, even the peeler that I peeled the potatoes with is from Aldi. All the groceries, everything is Aldi. So Aldi chefs, are we ready?
Sure.
Let's try this baby out. So I got some flour here. We're gonna put some little salt in this flour. We're going to put a little pepper in the flour. We're going to go ahead and stir this up a little bit, just to season that. Now, I got 2 chicken breasts that I butterflied into cutlets, or cut into cutlets.
These are the Never Never from Aldi's.
Yes, all this is Aldi's. So, we're going to take this here. And I'm going to put a little olive oil on it. This is not from Aldi. This is just olive oil spray with no propellants. We're going to put a little salt on here. Season them up. I'm going to put some of this salt-free garlic and herb seasoning in here. You can use your favorite blend. Give us some seasoning. Action. Flip the chickens. We're going to go ahead and season them up. I put olive oil on here so that the flour sticks a little better. seasoning.
We don't have to go too crazy on the salt because we did brine it for 2 hours today.
Yeah, I did brine it.
A little salt.
So I basically put 4 cups of water in a big Ziploc bag with a 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of salt, let it dissolve. I put the chicken in there and we let it marinate in that.
2 hours is decent for that tender meat.
And we're going to go ahead and dredge our chicken here.
Yeah.
Knock the extra breading off. And we're going to, this just gives us a little bit of coating for the browning action. I think it helps improve the browning. Don't you think, Boo?
It'll look prettier.
It'll look prettier? I mean, we're not making fried chicken.
The first time I ever made successful gravy on my own without using a gravy packet was a recipe that said you had to dredge onion in flour.
Huh.
I'm not saying dredging like what you're doing, but I'm just saying put like a tablespoon or 2 of flour on a bunch of, cut up onions. And that little bit of flour browning turned into gravy.
Well, we're going to put a little flour in there as well. So this is a dish that's great to start off with a new braiser. We've made things similar to this where we've made like a piccata style. We've done it with mushrooms. Today we're doing it with caramelized onions, similar to a French onion soup style, right? Yeah. So I'm going to put some oil in here. And yeah, I did get a new thing for this.
Did you actually put it on there?
I haven't yet. I have to wash it. When you wash it, you got to let it.
Anybody going to take bets on when Amy is going to replace it?
So we're going to take our chicken. I'm just going to do 2 at a time. This way we don't get nothing weird going on. Oh, I put kind of a bit of oil in there, so. We want to brown this on each side. Okay, so let's see how our browning looks in here. Ooh, nice. Nice. Nice, Aldi. That looks pretty nice. So I'm going to brown these, and then I'll brown these, and we're going to take them off and put them on, set them aside. Okay, I'm going to take the chicken out, and we are going to foil this and set it aside. Okay, the chicken's out. I added a little bit more oil, and I added a couple tablespoons of butter. And we're going in. I have 3 onions, thinly sliced. Woo! That's quite a bit of onion. And we're going to go ahead and stir this up. So we're going to be cooking this probably 20 minutes to get these all softened up and caramelized, looking brown and sweet and yummy, right?
You got some potatoes you got to get started pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm going to get some potatoes started too. So, yeah, maybe when this is like halfway done, we can start potatoes.
Sure.
Some mashed potatoes. Okay, I'll see you in a few minutes. So I got the potatoes boiling in here for our mashed potatoes. Standard mashed potato process.
Standard?
Yeah. We got the onions looking good. I'm going to put a whole bunch of garlic in. You can put 3 cloves. You can put 3 cloves. You can put 5 cloves. You can put 80 cloves. Garlic to your taste. These onions are smelling amazing.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, they've been caramelizing for a little while.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to start building our gravy here. So I'm going to put in some flour. Whoop. Got a little excited there. Can put some flour in here. And we're just going to stir this and cook it until that raw taste is out of the flour. Or the rawness is out of the flour.
Like a minute or 2 maybe?
Yeah. Similar to what we did for the soup.
Mm-hmm.
We had way more onions, though, and way more broth.
Well, yeah, that was crazy.
This pan is doing amazing. This was like $19.99.
Yeah, well,
$20.
Well, there you go.
If you have a pan that's $20 and you use it 10 times,
It's only $2 per use.
Yeah. Use it 40 times.
Amy's dad taught her some math. We bought a pop-up trailer once for $300, all used and beat up looking. Had to hold down tie downs with all dry rot. He says, this first camp trip is $300, but after that it drops to $150. I think we sold it at $100 camp trip.
So I'm going to go ahead and slowly add in some chicken broth. This recipe will be up on my website. I'm going to go ahead and stir this down. I'm going to put in some Worcestershire. You can put a little wine if you want to. Some thyme, dried. Some paprika. That's going to give us a little color. Couple bay leaves. That looks amazing. Okay, we're just going to bring this up to a little bit of a simmer. And once that happens, we're going to put that chicken back in here and start the braise. Oh, it's looking good. Good. I just want to simmer on it. I do want a little bit of acid, so I'm going to put a couple tablespoons of wine in here. You can put some lemon juice, but acid is going to really bring that flavor home. Bring it on home. It's going to bring it on home.
What was that book you had? Acid, salt, and some...
Yeah, salt, fat, acid, heat.
Yep.
Okay, we got our chicken here. Chicken's going back. This is a classic preparation. You can do this a million different ways. You can season it with tomato and have it fiesta style and you put it over rice. You can do piccata style. This is kind of similar to piccata style. So we're going to put this lid on just like that. And we're going to keep it down low, a little simmer, 20, 25 minutes till that chicken is tender. Woo! And we got our potatoes going. So when it's time to mash the potatoes, we'll be back. Okay, the taters are done and mashed. They're not totally creamy like they would a lot of people that can use dairy. I can't use it, so we make our own substitutions. So we got gravy. We got chicken. We got some bay leaves that have to come out of here. This looks amazing. So along the way, I just adjusted the seasoning. I added a little granulated garlic, and I think we put a little salt in here. And it's pretty amazing right now.
Chicken, gravy, and mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got my mashed potatoes here. Thank you, Boo. Boo mashed them. I love homemade mashed potatoes. So good. So good. So we're going to give us a nice plate of mashed. Did you put some seasoning in this, Boo?
Yeah, I went with some of that seasoning that you used in the gravy, plus I added a little bit of granulated garlic, because that's what Boo likes.
I wondered, I saw that.
Put a little butter in there.
And let's start out with some onion gravy on top of there.
I would probably say you need to double the recipe for the onion gravy. Put in twice the onions, twice the gravy material, because you need leftovers. You do.
Put a piece of chicken on there. Give you a little more onion gravy. Yeah, that looks a little good. Okay, we got a little fork for Boo. And are you ready?
Well, yeah.
I know he is. He's been over here taste testing the gravy.
Well, yeah. I'm getting a little thin under the skin over here.
So yeah, my mashed potatoes, I can't do mashed potatoes like a lot of people can because I can't have the dairy, the cream, none of that. So it is what it is.
Starch water helps. Butter, in our case, helps.
Still tasty.
It's really tasty.
Piece of chicken. Yes, indeed. It looks like I want some piece of chicken. Yes, yes, yes. Whoa. That's a big piece.
Your chicken is blocking me from getting to the mashed potatoes. I'll just have to eat a piece to get there.
Okay, so the Aldi pan. This is a bargain at $19.
It did the job.
It did. I did have to brown the chicken in two because it's more like Stove's French oven, where it's not so wide around down the bottom.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the chicken, you don't even need a knife.
This is the way you break in that new braiser.
Mm-hmm.
Make some chicken, onion gravy, and mashed potatoes. Chicken is nice and tender. The brine really helps. It's excellent.
Well, the brine helps keeps it moist, but you were cooking at a really low temperature for a long time. So that helps break the chicken down, and it makes the onions really tender.
This is fantastic.
I would say, other than just seasoning the taste, this recipe's a winner.
That, my friends, is delicious. It's a delicious dinner. Fairly easy to make if you learn the basics of braising. Fantastic. So what's up? It's Wednesday. Aldi chefs, make this dish, right? Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.